Hello Leo and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your reading for the second half of December from the 14th onwards. So it's not a weekly reading, it's a fortnightly reading. And that's because with the run up to Christmas time, which I celebrate wholeheartedly, I'm very busy, and then I'm busy celebrating Christmas, and then I'm recovering from Christmas, and I won't have time to do 12 readings every week during this time for all the star signs. And thereafter, I think I'm going to stick to the fortnightly readings because my life has become a lot busier. And again, it's a matter of time and energy. So, having said all that, Leo, this is your reading for the second half of December 2020. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is the Faerie guidance oracle that I'm using today to draw a couple of cards just to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom the mysterious oracle has for Leo for the second half of December 2020. What messages are here for Leo? For the second half of December. Well, you've got 3 cards just fell out like that, or flipped over, and I'll just use all 3 of them. So you have expression. Expression unleashes and empowers your inner creative energy to flow forth. So it's finding your creative expression and seeing the burst of colour that brings to your life. But you've also got spirit. Spirit is a flow of insight into the true self. A flow of insight into who you truly are. So I get a sense spirit is guiding you. Whatever divine energy you use for your guidance, it's aiding you in inner reflection, in finding who you really are, and then being able to express that in a colourful and imaginative way. That's beautiful. And faith. Spiritual faith is a devoted assurance of the heart, so a renewed sense of faith. And these two together speak of a sense of connection to your divine guidance, to what God is to you. That's lovely. So it's finding who you really are, strengthening your faith, your bond with your divine guidance, and being able to express this newfound identity. That's lovely. I mean, you could stop there. I don't think it's going to get much better. But there you have it, Leo. It's beautiful, beautiful cards for you there. Let's see what the rest of the reading... We've got someone who's upside down. It's me who's upside down. Let's see what the rest of the reading reveals for you. So, what's on the cards for Leo for the second half of December 2020. What messages are here for Leo? Oopsie, for the second half of December. What does Leo need to know now? So this is the Paulina deck, who's done by the same artist that did this oracle. Oh, your cards are jumping out to you. So yeah, it's the 8 card spread I'm using. The first 2 cards reveal you, where you are now. The second 2 cards highlight the challenges that you face where you are now. And then the following 2 cards offer some guidance from Spirit. And then the final 2 cards may reveal your possible outcome. So you have the Hanged Man and the Seven of Wands where you are now. Your challenges are the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So it looks like your challenges are to do with balance, finding that inner balance. And then your guidance card is Strength and the Sun. Beautiful energies. Beautiful. And then the Four of Swords. Rest, recuperation, recovery. And the Lovers at the end. Nice bond. Deep and meaningful bond. And then you've got at the bottom of the deck, transition, death. Death is all about transition, about a cycle coming naturally to its end in order for new beginnings to arise from that. So, you know, that's quite powerful really when you look at your oracle cards, finding that insight into your true self and feeling that connection with your divine guidance, strengthening with faith as you make this transition. It's very, very profound actually. So where you are now, the Hanged Man, things, you know, this is about someone in stasis. And the idea is the Hanged Man puts himself in that position, ready to spring into action when the time comes, but it's not now. For now, he is hanging still in stasis in order to gain enlightenment, in order to be able to see himself and his life from a new angle, with a new perspective, and through that new perspective, gain inspiration and insight and wisdom. And you know, the Seven of Wands is about being defensive, about holding your position because you're in a strong position. It shows you facing many challenges or lots of competition, but it shows that you're in the stronger position now, and you're in a position to be victorious when you move forward. So that's lovely. So, you know, I mean, the dark side of Seven of Wands is about feeling defensive, but I think the message there is that you're in a good position if you hold your own and wait for the right time to act. Because, you know, your challenge is now to gain a good sense of balance, both on a practical level and on a mental level. The Pentacles is all about health and practical everyday things, and the Swords energy is all about your mental capacity, about thinking, your thoughts, and your ability to express your thoughts, finding your expression. Yeah. So your challenge is to gain a sense of balance, even though about you things may be in flux, in change, turbulent even, but you need to use your dexterity, your malleability in order to go with the flow a little here and there, to give and take a little here and there, and to keep on top of things on a practical level as well. But you also need perhaps to make a clear decision. You know, the Two of Swords is a bit of an empath card. She sits there, you know, it's sort of like there's often a feeling you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. There's a choice and you can't see which way forward because you can't see the whole picture now. Now is not the time to make that choice, to spring into action. You still need to gather your information to wait for the right moment. But there's also, as I said, that balance is needed. So there's your challenge, finding balance, trying to gain more information in order to make a careful decision and to be able to make that decision carefully and in a balanced way. You may, because you don't see all the facts at the moment, you may need to tap into your intuitive knowledge. And, you know, that's where faith, a strengthening of faith comes in. Tap into your intuition to aid you in deciding. But your guidance cards are beautiful. This sort of suggests that you, even though you may feel under attack at some times, you need to just persist with what the path you're on in a gentle and courageous way, really. The strength is awesome about taming the beast from within. Now that would fit in here. Finding, being able to look within and to face the shadow sides of yourself and work through them and then embrace them and accept yourself for who you are. So this is about having the courage to look within and tame a beast within. For some of you it may be without, but this when I look at the cards, this looks very much like an internal thing that's going on with you at this time. So it's about embracing who you are and accepting that, and then incorporating that into your identity and being able to be at peace with the dark side of things, with the shadow side of things, because it's all part of the balance, shadow and light. You can't have a whole being is consistent of both shadow and light, and you need them both. So that's quite profound there, really. But there you go. So there's something that requires your courage. That's and it's linked with this transition. It requires your inner strength to be able to pursue it in a strong yet not brutish strong manner, with a gentle strength, with persistence and courage. And then it's you've got this encouraging card here, suggests that you'll find that inner joy, that enlightenment will come to you. And yeah, I get a sense of the message is embrace the child within and accept it for who it is. Accept yourself for who you are. And, if you're able to do that, it brings you to this period of rest of the Four of Swords. But one more thing before I move on from the Sun, it speaks of great joy, delight, warmth and happiness. Finding joy in the moment, lightening things up a bit, because this is all quite profound. And it sort of suggests that you'll be blessed with the ability to find joy in the moment as you work through this. And, moving on to your outcome cards, it shows that you will recover. The Four of Swords is about rest, recuperation and recovery. And, from that recovery, having a new perspective on things, from being able to see things in a new way. And then it brings you to some form of bond, some deep and meaningful connection. This is two opposites coming together. So it could well be within here, as I was talking about embracing your shadow selves and doing shadow work, embracing your inner child. And, maybe this deep and meaningful connection is you becoming whole once more, embracing both sides of you and finding a new identity, a new way to express yourself. So there you have it, Leo. It's actually quite profound, really. And it's all about the spread, sort of all talking about being able to connect with parts of you within that you may have not wanted to look at before. It's about finding an inner balance and finding light-hearted joy in the moment, embracing your inner child, and through that finding recovery and reconnection and being able to express yourself in a new way with a deepened sense of faith and an insight of your true self. It's really quite lovely. So I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you, and if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have yourself a good week. No, a good 2 weeks. Enjoy the rest of the year, and God bless you till we meet again.